Hi students, welcome back to Chakravarthy E Classroom. Today we are going to discuss a fantastic question from seating arrangement. This question can be categorized as moderate to a little advanced level question. This question is helpful for all types of students like beginners and students having a little amount of practice of seating arrangement questions, or the students who are able to do advanced level questions. All type of students can learn one or two new things from this one. Actually, this question has been taken from one of the previous competitive exams only, long back question. This is almost 6 to 7 years ago I have taken this one. But still I am explaining this question today because of the beauty of that question, because of the logic involved in this one, because you can learn some new things out of this one. That is the reason why I have chosen this question. See students, before starting this question, I just would like to remind you one or two basic things about the seating arrangement. Of course, we have discussed all the basics in our regular and foundation classes. But still, one thing here I'll tell you, always remember students, when you come across any seating arrangement question, you try to count the number of persons. This is very, very important. If the number of persons is in even number, you have to go with some lines. No need to take any circle. Even though they are seated around a circular table, if it is even number, take some lines. Odd number, of course, you have to start with the circle. Here, why should we take lines? For example, if they give even number, 8 persons, you take in this way. 8 persons. In this way, don't go for any circle. Here, 8 persons like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Why should we go with that one? There are two reasons behind that. First one is that easily you can find who is opposite to whom if both are facing the center. Second thing is easily you can identify the sides left and right of that person. For example, this person is facing outside. Obviously, this is his right side, this is left. Simple. Suppose this person is facing inside. For him, it is right, it is left. This person is facing outside, for example. This is right and this is left, and so on. For example, this person is facing inside. For him, this is right side, this is left side. If he is facing outside, obviously, when one person is facing down, our left will become his right and our right will become his left. So, it will become his left and this is right side, and so on. Now finally you take this one, this person facing this side, west. For him, this is right, this is left. If the person is facing inside, this is right, this is left, and so on. This is one of the very, very important uses of taking lines instead of circle. Suppose if they give 5 persons, there is no other way. Take a circle like this and randomly keep the places 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in this way. Even in this case also, facing inside, right side, left side, outside, right side, left side, and so on. This is the first technique. Alright, the next one, very, very important one. While reading the data only, you need to analyze the given things. Okay, I just take it out in this way, 1 second. Yeah, while reading only, you have to analyze that one. Basically, 2-3 things are very important here. The first one is, if they have given a circle, whether all are facing inside or all are facing outside, or some are facing inside or some are facing outside. Whether they have given the number of persons facing inside or outside, you have to completely analyze that data. Because nowadays, it has become very common to give in this way. 4 are facing inside, 5 are facing outside if they give 9 persons, or 8 persons, 4 are inside, 4 are outside, or like this question, some are facing inside, some are facing outside. You should be very, very careful with that one. Now see, come back to this question students. Now you have to analyze it very, very carefully. I have written the basic data here and rest of the clues here to manage the space. How they have given, you see, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R and S. Total 8 persons are there. Simply count that one in this way. Sitting around a circular table, that should come to your mind. There is a circle, they are sitting around the circle. with equal distance. Okay, that's okay between each of them, but not necessarily in the same order. That's common one, because if they sit in the same order, there is no need to give the puzzle. Okay, next, very important point. I made it in bold, that is in capitals also. What is that? Some of the people are facing the center while some are facing outside. Now you see, students, another thing is expected from you. They have not even given how many are facing inside and how many are facing outside. Simply they have given that some are facing inside, some are facing outside. Even we do not know how many are facing inside and how many are facing outside. That must be found by us only using the clues. Now let us start the solution. How is it? Since 8 persons are there, simply I am taking 4 lines in this way. Always doing this way, students. It is going to be immensely beneficial for you. Alright, now take the clue here. First clue, how they have given. After this juncture, what you need to do? You have to start the question. You have to choose that information with which you have to start the question, right? Take the first information. O sits third to the right of L. Good information. O's place is depending upon that of L. O sits third to the right of L. But I don't know where to keep L. And moreover, I don't know whether L is facing inside or outside. What's the meaning of that one? I cannot start the question with this information. I have to keep it aside as a clue for me. Alright, now take the next information. Both O and L are facing the same direction. It's also a good clue, but it is not useful to start the question with. But one thing is sure, that both O and L face the same direction. That means if L is facing inside, O must be facing inside. If L is facing outside, O must also face outside. That is the clue. Then go for the next one. Only 3 people sit between P and M. Now you see, between P and M, 3 people are there. But I don't know where to keep P or M. How can I start the question? See how they give that one. All the 3 clues are good clues, but I cannot start the question with that. Okay, and now go for the next information. P is neither an immediate neighbor of L nor O. Now you see, comparison of P with L and O. P is not the neighbor of L, and at the same time P is not the neighbor of O. I cannot use even this information also. This is how they give the questions. Okay, now what's the next information they have given? M faces outside. Yeah, fantastic information. I can start the question with this, isn't it? M faces outside. Now where shall I keep M? Now you are at your liberty, or 8 places are vacant for you. Wherever you want, that is up to you, that is your choice. You can keep M there, but very important thing is that M faces outside, not towards the center. Got the clarity? Now where shall we keep? I'll give you one more small tip here. Whenever you come across this type of data facing outside, always take the person here. When a person facing inside, always take the person here. Why that is so? Because if you keep the person here, right side and left side are easy to determine. Your right is his right, your left is his left. That is so with this place also facing inside. Now I am keeping M here, outside, facing outside. M. See students, always remember, when you have bypassed all these data and started with this one, definitely there will be some clue for this with the help of the other information as well. Don't forget this one. You have to squeeze out all the clues, right? What's the clue here? M faces outside. R sits to the immediate left of M. First you take this one. This is the left side and it must be R. But I don't know whether R is facing outside or inside. Now you go back in your journey. What is that? What are the information which are useful for me from the previous data? Let's go for this one, which is useful for you students. Clearly, the very important information here. Now you see this one. Only 3 people sit between P and M. Connecting information, I can take it directly. Only 3 people between P and M, maybe right side or left side. If it is right side, 1, 2, 3. Left side, 1, 2, 3. P's place is confirmed. This is P. but I don't know whether P is facing inside or outside. Alright, now take the next data quickly here, which can be correlated here. O sits third to the right of L. No, I cannot take. O and L face same the direction. No. 3 people already have taken. P is neither an immediate neighbor of L nor O. Yes, I can take this information here. P is neither an immediate neighbor of L nor O. You have to make it as a habit, students. You have to squeeze out the data. Now, P's place is confirmed. P is not the neighbor of L as well as O. That means this place is not feasible for L or O. L or O should not be here. Same way, similarly, L or O cannot be here, students. This is how you need to squeeze out the data. Here I'll give you a fantastic technique, students. Most of the students do not know this one. Just try to understand this one in a careful way. See, whenever you come across the data like this, total 8 persons are there. Alright, out of 8 places, now you see R, M and P fixed places. That means L and O cannot be placed here or even here. And at the same time, L and O cannot be here or here. That means out of 8 places, 5 places are restricted for L and O. Only 3 places are available for L and O. What are the 3 places? This one, or this one. In all the questions, whenever you come across the case like this, 2 persons, 3 places are remaining. What you need to do, try to utilize the data and see whether out of the 3 places, 1 place can be eliminated. Why that is so? Out of the 3 eligible places for L and O, if I can negate 1 place according to the clues, only 2 places will be remaining, 2 persons will be remaining, isn't it? 2 places, 2 persons, directly you can place the data there. Directly you can place the persons there. Have you got the idea? For L and O, out of 8 places, 5 places are restricted. You cannot keep L and O on these 5 places. Remaining places are 1, 2, 3. Out of these 3 places, if you are able to eliminate 1 place for L as well as O, you will be lucky enough. Because in that case, for 2 persons, only 2 places will be left out. Mutually, you can arrange both the persons, isn't it? Now try to go for that one. The first data you see, the very first data, O sits third to the right of L. Now see, students, out of these 3 places, where shall I keep L by qualifying the first data? O sits third to the right of L. Now you see, what if I keep L here? Suppose L is here. O should be third right. L can be facing inside or outside. I don't know whether it is inside or outside. Third place you see for L, 1, 2, 3. I cannot keep O here, right? Now at the same time, 1, 2, 3. Yes, I can keep O here. That means L can be here. L can be here. Similarly, go for this place. What if I keep L here? You have to do it very quick in the examination. If I keep L here, 1, 2, 3. I cannot keep O here. But 1, 2, 3. Yes, I can keep O here. For that reason, I can go for L here. The last chance is there for me. If again I am able to place L here according to the clues, I cannot do anything. I have to go for some other clue. But students, observe here. If I keep L here, what happens you see? O can be third right, whether it is facing outside or inside. If L is facing outside, first, second, third right is here. O cannot be here. If L is facing inside, first, second, third right here. Already R is here. That means I cannot keep L here. At the same time, I cannot keep O here. Because if I keep O here, first, second, third, it should be L. No. First, second, third, it should be L. No. So what is the conclusion, students? Luckily, for these 2 persons, 2 places are there. This and this. Now I am going to depict the data. I hope you understood the technique. Very, very important technique, students, right? Now here, just let us take this one out. Now very, very clearly, I have to keep L here. If L is here, obviously O should be here. If L is here, O must be here. Is it clear for all of you? Right? This is how you need to analyze the data. How I have done, students, you see, I started with M. With M, the connection is for P. I kept P here. M and P, of course, R was there. Using the data, P cannot be the neighbor of L and O. These two are ruled out. Immediately that thing should flash your mind. Out of 8 places, for 2 persons, 5 are gone. Remaining are 3. Out of these 3, if I can eliminate one place, I'll be lucky enough because I can place these 2 persons mutually on these 2 places. That is what I have done here. L cannot be here, or O cannot be here. So definitely it should be in this way. This is how exactly you have to crack. Now I have squeezed out the data, you see. O sits third to the right of L. I have utilized. O and L face the same direction, not required here. 3 people between P and M. Yes, I have done. P is neither an immediate neighbor of L. Oh, I have taken this one. M faces outside. Of course, I started with that. R sits to the immediate left of M. That was a clue for me. Now, go for the next information. Q sits to the immediate right of N. Very important one again. What do you mean by Q sits immediate right side of N? N and Q must be neighbors to each other, isn't it? Q sits immediate right of N. Now, what are the neighboring places vacant here? Now you see neighboring places. This is R confirmed. O or L conformly only 2 persons. Either O or L here. Either O or L here confirmed. Then P here. Now you see this place is not considered for this data because 2 side by side vacant places should be there. Where are those 2? These two. N and Q. Isn't it, students? Now you see, if I keep N here facing outside, inside, Q should be right side. If I place N here facing outside, the other way this will come. That means finally I can say that it can be N or Q, it can be Q or N. Isn't it? Why I have kept N or Q? Because if I keep N here, facing outside, Q should be immediate right here. That's a possibility. Or if I keep N here facing inside, because I don't know N faces inside or outside. Inside, Q can be here. That means N can be here or here. Correspondingly, Q can be here or here. Now you see, students, out of 8 places, more or less 7 places are filled up. Only 1 place is left out. Only 1 place is left out. This place must be given to whom? R, O, L, M, N, Q, R over. Who is the other person here? S. Right. S should be placed here. Fantastic one. Now I have confirmed the places more or less. By and large, faces are confirmed. Go for the next data. Neither L nor O is an immediate neighbor of N. Now see, now N's place is clear. Just pause the video and try to find out here. How can I confirm N's place with this data? Neither L nor O is an immediate neighbor of whom they have given neighbor of N. How can I confirm the place of N here? Simple one. Now you see, neither L nor O, immediate neighbor of N. That means, think carefully, students, here. This place must be given to L or O, isn't it? No other person is possible here. Either L or O. Whether it is L or O, clearly they have given that L or O not neighbors of N. Whether it is L or O, here I cannot keep N. I cannot keep N. So, what to do now? When I am not able to keep N here, definitely that place should be given to Q. Definitely that place should be given to Q because mutually there. Now, if it is not N, it should be Q. Now, it must be N. Simple one. Okay, the data they have given, the previous data, you see, Q sits immediate right of N. When Q sits immediate right side of N and should face inside or outside? Inside or outside? Obviously, inside. Confirmed. Inside. Only then this is right side, this is left side. Now, Q is on the immediate right side of N. This is the way, students, right? This is the way to go for the questions. Alright, now go for the next data here. both the immediate neighbors of M face opposite directions. Don't get confused here. Some of the students are getting confused. Both the immediate neighbors of M face opposite directions. It does not mean that M's neighbors are facing opposite to that of M. It is not that meaning. Both the immediate neighbors of M face opposite directions means one of the neighbors of M is facing outside, other neighbor should face inside. If this neighbor is facing outside, the other neighbor should face inside. That is the meaning. Got the clarity? I repeat this point. Both the immediate neighbors of M face opposite directions means that is not opposite to M's direction. Both the immediate neighbors of M face opposite direction means if one neighbor is facing south, other neighbor should face north. If one neighbor is facing outside, other neighbor should face inside and vice versa. Now you got the idea? Who are the neighbors of M here? R here, L are O and O are L. Got it? Now take the next information, students. S sits second to the right of R. A good information. What is that? S must be second to the right side of R. Then which direction R must face? Obviously, R should face inside. Only then this is right side, this is left side. The condition they have given that S sits second to the right of R. Now you see, first right, second right. Finish. There is some link with this one. What is that link here? When one of the neighbors of M face inside, other neighbor must face outside. Clear? Clue by clue you have to take here. See students, here I am not taking 2 or 3 arrangements simultaneously. In one arrangement only, with some twist and logic I am going to solve the question. Now this neighbor is inside, M's neighbor inside, other neighbor should be outside. Now don't forget the first information. What is that? O sits third to the right of L. Suppose if I keep L here, only two persons, L or O. If I keep L here, O must be third to the right of L. So third to the right of L means first, second, third. Here it should be O. If I keep L here, L must face outside because this place is facing outside. If L is here, right side 1, 2, 3, it must be O. But that is not possible because O can be here. ORL or LRO. That means for L, this place is not suitable. I am taking out L from here. When it is not L, L's place must be confirmed here. I am taking this one, students, here. It must be L. Simple. And it should be O. And the condition says O sits third to the right of L. Now for L, O should be third right. That means L must be facing outside. Only then first, second, third. How easily we can solve seating arrangement question, you see, isn't it? This is the way, students. Actually, you have to learn the basics in a proper way so that you can solve the questions in this way. Now go for the remaining information here. Both R and Q face the same direction as S, not off. This is as both R and Q face the same direction as S. What is the meaning of same direction of S? R, Q and S, all the three must face the same direction. Now very clearly R is facing inside. Then R, Q, S must face inside only. When R is inside, Q must be inside, S must be inside. Oh. Now only one thing is left out, that is P. They have given P faces a direction opposite to that of N. Now P faces a direction opposite to that of N. N is facing inside, opposite to that one. So it should be opposite in this way. You have to do the question in this way. Now you see, students, all the places are placed M, O, Q, N, P, S, L, R. And this is outside, outside, inside, inside, outside, inside, outside and inside. This is the way. And after that, whatever the questions may be based on this one, easily we can go for that. See, students, while doing seating arrangement questions, you have to be a little careful. Please watch this video 2 to 3 times, because if you are not able to understand this one at the first glance, just repeat the video, because I have explained this question by not taking alternate arrangement, by not taking 2 or 3 other arrangements. In one arrangement only I have completed the question. This is the way. Thank you very much, students, and I'm going to meet you in the next session. But I request all of you to share this video with all your circles, so that even other students can be benefited, and try to make more subscriptions here, because we have only 72,500 subscribers now. I want to reach 1 lakh subscribers very soon. I request all of you to subscribe our channel.